Alright, and we should be live now. Hello everyone. So today we're going to be doing the live draw of the Champions League 2.0, hosted on the GameReplays.org website. And before we do the draw, I'll just do a quick rundown of how the format works. So I read through it as well just to kind of understand it, so I'll kind of simplify it for you guys. So essentially, what you have is you have initially a group stage, which is essentially 16 groups of 3, and players will just play each other in a round-robin fashion in those groups of 3, and the top 2 of each of these 16 groups essentially progress to the next stage, which is called the Super Fours. The Super Fours is essentially 2 players from 2 different groups, so the top 2 players from 2 groups combine together to make a new set of groups, so then it becomes 8 groups of 4. And those players will play each other. Everyone who hasn't played each other will play each other. If the 2 players are from the same group initially, I don't think they have to play each other. Yeah, it says this here. Hold on. Players from the same group will not play against each other again, meaning each player will play a total of 2 sets. So yeah, you just play against the new players essentially. And the top 2 of this group stage then progress to the knockout rounds. And the knockout rounds is the single elimination tournament style that we're all familiar with, where it's just kind of a traditional tournament bracket. There's a summary here as well in the actual thread, in case anyone wants to get a simplified rundown of it. And there's a pretty long participant list actually, and the way they kind of set this up in terms of the live draw is that you essentially have a seeded player pot. So this is essentially an exhaustive list of the current top 16 players, just based off of tournament records and overall performance. And then everyone else who hasn't really made it into that seeded pot falls under the non-seeded player pot. So I'll show you that right now. I have 2 wheels here you can already see. One where it's showing all of the top 16 players currently, and this is what is called the seeded pot. And then the non-seeded pot, you basically have all the other participants who haven't qualified in a seeding position, so they're just kind of in this ginormous list. I actually have a 3rd wheel as well here, and essentially this is the wheel that I'm going to be spinning to see which groups combine for the Super Fours stage. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of spinning today. I can tell you that much. Hello, Pepsi. Hello, MP3. You're the man doing it. Nice, nice. Yep, I am doing the draw for today. And I also have a trusty Excel sheet to input all of this information. I can quickly show you guys that. There we go. And I'll show you in the very end a nicely formatted tournament bracket of which groups fight which groups in the Super Fours. So this is just to keep tally of the initial groups, and this column where it says meets group is going to be which group meets which group in the Super Fours. So in this case, this would be Group A meets Group whatever here. So back to the wheels we go. And let's just start off by spinning these wheels. And I think the way I'll do it is I'm gonna probably do all the groups, all the players within a group, and then I'll show it in the Excel sheet, just because I don't want to click back and forth too many times. So we can get started. Let me just start the spin. Dante saying, wow, so fast. Yeah. Hello, Dante. Good to see. Alright, let's start. What do we got first? Alright, nice. We got Excal first. In Group 1. Or Group A, sorry. So let me just put Excal. And I'll spin for the other 2 players as well, just to see who joins him. I think I have to do this from the non-seeded pot, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. because it's 16 groups. So we're gonna be spinning through the thing. We got Aju next with Mr. Xcal. Okay, let me just add him onto the Excel sheet. It's 16 groups, right? Yeah, it's 16 groups. Yeah, it makes sense that there's only one seeded player within each 16. Okay. Because I think there's 32 total names in this list, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm just counting real quick because I don't want to make a mistake. Yeah, there's 32 names. Okay. So it's 2 from non-seeded and 1 from seeded. So Aju's with Xcal, and let's see who's gonna be the third player in this group. It's gonna be Big Legast. So yeah, just to give an idea of the players, because I'm not very familiar with Aju or Big Legast, but I do know Xcal. Obviously, Xcal is very, very renowned. I think most people would argue he is currently the #1 player in the game. So I don't think there's any competition there. Just show you the Excel sheet very quick. There's Group 1, Xcal, Aju, and Big Legast. So let's get on to Group B and see who we got going. Alright, let's remove Xcal. There we go. So who's gonna be the seeded player for Group B? It's gonna be Dominator. Alright. Let me just add his name. Welcome to the Excel sheet, Dominator. And let's get 2 seeded players. We got Mr. Nickname. Welcome to the Excel sheet, Mr. Nickname. Hope you have a pleasant stay. And let's see who's our second player in this list. We got Q. I know Dominator is quite good, so I think he'll be enjoying himself quite a bit in this group. I also know Nickname will probably enjoy his stay in this group as well, so we'll see. Q, I think, is a I think he's from Southeast Asia, but I might be wrong. Like from the Malaysia, Philippines region. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with Q otherwise. I don't think he's secret undercover expert material. So let's go for Group C. Let's see what we got. We got Tensor GG. Relatively new name that's popped up as of late. Quite a few people are suspicious of who this is and whatnot. And he's given a good performance in terms of being able to give an expert like a challenge. I think recently, even though he lost Xcal and SI, he did force him to play quite on his game in order to beat him. So yeah, welcome Tensor GG. Let's get 2 players from here. We got Tease. Okay. Tease is I think he's been around for a while. I think he's just the casual semi-player. And who do we got? We got Anthrop. I think Anthrop's been around for a while as well, actually. So it should be an interesting bracket. I feel like I'm not sure who's gonna be the second in that one, to be honest. Might be Tease, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, let me show the Excel sheet very quickly, because I forgot to show for Group B. So yeah, you got Dominator, Nickname, and Q. Then you got Tensor, Tease, and Anthrop. Okay. Now we're gonna do Group D. Let's see what we got. We got Mr. Thumbstep, Ukrainian player. I think among one of the younger players in the community as well. So welcome, Thumbstep. Let's see. Let's get 2 non-seeded players. We'll bug out for a second, but we got Revenger. Okay. So, Revenger. And what do we got for the third? We got Balu 101. Not familiar with Balu 101. Revenger, I've played him a few times here and there in the 0-hour ladder. I don't think he's particularly like high skill level, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know who would be the second in this group. I feel like Thumbstep would win it, but I don't know who would be the second contender of that group. Let's just show the Excel sheet again real quick. Okay. Let's spin for Group D now. Let's see. Prevenger is only 15 years old from Uzbekistan. Okay, cool. GNX says 1030G is ammo. My suspicion as well, but I'm not gonna say anything on that. Let's see. No, Roll, you are in this seeded player list. Don't worry. Let's see here. Oh, Q's from Netherlands? Okay, I stand corrected. Let's see here. I thought he wasn't Dutch. Okay. Group D, or Group E in this case. Got Mr. Lift Truck. Okay. And let's get 2 players from here. We got Hesso. This is funny, I think, because I think they kind of play like with each other as well already, so it's gonna be very interesting to see Lift Truck and Hesso in the same group. Let's see. And then we got Anthrax. Anthrax is actually not that bad, I'd say. When it comes to team games, at least. 1v1s, I'm not sure if I'm convinced of him, but I could potentially actually become second in this group. It's definitely a possibility. Let me just fix this real quick. I want to make sure the name is right. There we go. Alright, there's Anthrax. So yeah, there's Group E, Lift Truck, Hesso, and Anthrax. Let's just move on to Group F. We got Mr. SBL. Yes, Lift Truck, you got Hesso. So we got SBL, long time player from Russia. Arguably for a very long time was the best player from Russia. So welcome SBL to the Excel sheet. And we got Abuka. Interesting, so got people from Eastern Europe already in the same group altogether. So SPL, Abuka, and Omak. I'm not gonna say how I would normally say it for Arabic viewers. So welcome Omak to the to Group F. So yeah, SPL and Abuka in the same group. I think SPL probably wins that convincingly. Although I think Abuka could probably come second in this group. Just based off of who's in it. Like my prediction at least. Okay. Let's do Group H now. We got Vector, otherwise known as Dense. Dense has been around for a while, so I don't know how he's played as of late, so I can't really give a super detailed analysis. But I know he's he's like about better than average, I'd say, or like is able to sort of probably force a competitive set between some of these seeded players at least. So welcome Vector to the Excel sheet. Let's get 2 names from here. We got Big Noviak. Not very familiar with Big Noviak, but welcome to the Excel sheet. And let's see what's the 3rd player in this group. We got Drunkle. Drunkle is a nice name to see. I think he could probably... I think this group is actually fairly even matched, actually. I don't think it's... I don't think there's even like a specific player who would like take all of this in this group. I think my thing bugged out. Let me just fix that for you guys very quick. I don't know why it bugged out suddenly. Ah, there we go. Alright. So yeah, I actually don't know who wins this group. It could be Vector, it could be Drunkle. I don't know about Big Noviak, but I feel like Drunkle or Vector could win this group. It's a nice one actually to see. Very evenly matched. Okay, let's move on to Group H. We got the man himself, Mr. Roll. Welcome to the Excel sheet and top 16. You are the first one in Group H. Let's see the other 2 names that are gonna join him. We got Black Ops Veteran. No clue who that is. Welcome to the Excel sheet. And let's see here. 3rd one's gonna be Vanco 552. So welcome Vanco to the Group H. I feel like Roll would win this pretty convincingly. And I also feel as though Vanco is a strong contender for 2nd in this group in particular. Just show the group there real quick. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, the Arabic viewers are understanding why I mispronounced Omak specifically. That's funny. Okay, let's see who's next. Oh, it's me. Nice. I'm gonna be formally welcoming myself into the Excel sheet. Welcome Marakar to the Excel sheet. I'm gonna be in Group I. Let's see who's gonna be playing with me. What 2 names? We got Agent Akira. I think Agent Akira is a 3v3 player, or a Twilight Flame player, or an air game player. I don't know, but I know he's somewhere in the 3v3 like stratosphere. I don't know where, but I think he's somewhere from there. And I'm playing against also Stilvior. No clue who that is. But welcome Stilvior to Group I. I think I'm pretty comfortable with this group. I feel like Agent Akira would probably be 2nd. I don't know much about Stilvior. Okay. I forgot to remove Stilvior from the list. There we go. Let me just do it manually. Okay. So let's do group J. That is the letter after I. It's gonna be Machiavelli. Nice. Long time player. He's been around, I think, even since CCG, so old school player. Welcome back, Machiavelli, to the list. And let's see what two players, or which two players join him. We got Popo. I've seen him around, so should be fun to see him in Machiavelli's group. Thing is bugging on Excel because of his name, so I have to type it a little differently. There we go. And let's see who's the second one that joins him and Machiavelli. We got Biggie. Alright. Welcome Biggie to Group I, and they'll be playing against Machiavelli and Popo. Just to show that real quick. Alright, let's head back to the wheel. Alright, we got 6 more groups left to roll, and then we're going to be seeing which group fights which in the Super 4s as well. So let's spin the next. And yeah, I was about to roll GNX, but it goes into Mary, aka Peace Lover. Let's see. Just add Mary to the Excel sheet. Welcome, Mary. And let's see which two names join him. We got Relic. I think he's an old-time player, but that's been playing more as of late. I think he's also a part of Excal's apprenticeship, so it should be fun to see him play. Seems like a fun guy, just based off my interactions with him as well. Just add him real quick. And then we got Big Frank. I played against Big Frank, I remember, in the round 1 of World Series. I feel like Mary's could very convincingly get first in this group. I don't know who'd get second, honestly. It's kind of tough for me to call it. I feel like Relic could honestly get second. It's gonna be a little bit contentious between Relic and Big Frank for who gets second in this group. Alright, let's roll the next one. We got Staz. Very well known among the CIS community. Very, very potent Russian player in tournament. Let me just add Staz real quick. Welcome to Group L, Staz. You are now in the Excel sheet. Let's see who else is going to be playing in Staz's group. We got Nike. Or Nike if you're American. Welcome to the group. And who's going to be the third one? We got Bogum Dani. Alright. Welcome, Bogum Dani. And I think Staz would probably convincingly win this group. In terms of who gets second, I predict it's going to be Nike. But I could be proven wrong. Not sure. Alright, let's get last 4 groups sorted here. Who do we got? Alright, there we go. Finally, we got GNX. I saw GNX in the chat earlier, so Now you know you're in Group M, GNX, so welcome. And let's get 2 players from this list. We got Venom. Welcome, Venom. And who is our third? We got Killtall. Alright, nice. Welcome Killtall to the group. I think GNX is a contender for getting first in this group. Killtall is also, I think, nicely matched in this group. I don't think there's anyone that's super far ahead of the other. Could be a nice group to watch for some even games potentially. Alright, let's get the last 3 groups. So we got Scuba, Moliere, and Rengo left. Alright, there we go. That's the last expert in this list. We got Scuba, who will be joining Group N in the Excel sheet. So welcome, Scuba. And let's see who else will be fighting against Scuba. We got Now. No comments. No comments. This is gonna be fireworks everywhere. It's gonna be a lot of fireworks in this group, I feel. Okay, welcome now to Group N. N for now. And who's gonna be the third? Let's see. Oh, wow, okay. This is gonna be Hero as well. Oh. Yeah. This is a group to watch, not because of the not even because of the skill levels or the gameplay, just because of the possible fireworks that now could be igniting here. So Hero is always fun to watch as well when he plays. He likes his Bozic and his what else? Basically his niche maps. So Bozic. He liked Dust Devil without the edits. I remember the other day when I was watching him comment on it in a stream. But yeah, welcome Hero to the to Group N. Ooh, he will be fighting Scuba and Now. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll just take the symbol from there and add it to the Excel sheet. Okay. Let me just show the group. There you go. Okay. Let me go back to the wheel here. So, we got 2 groups left. So basically it's gonna be whoever rolls here and then the next 2, and then we already have the last group anyway, so let's just see. Are we rolling Moliere and Rengo's group? We're getting Moliere's group. So that means it's Moliere for Group O and Rengo for Group P. Nice. And who are the last 2? We got Fast Fox. He's actually one of the people who developed the Control Bar Pro UI that I think a lot of people would see nowadays in like streamers and like even just use in general. So nice to see you, Fast Fox, in a tournament. Another player from CIS. And who's gonna be the 3rd player in this group? Let's find out. It's gonna be Nur. Nice. Another player from CIS, so welcome Nur to Group O. And since I can already put it in, I'm just gonna put it in now. We got, let's see who's the 2nd spot in the last group. It's gonna be Ozdimos. Welcome Ozdimos. And the third is gonna be Hohrt. I'm gonna say Hort. So welcome Hort to Group P. And I'll just show you guys the finalized list. So just scroll from the top. You got Excal, Aju, Big Legast, Dominator, nickname Q, Tensor GGTs, Antrip, Thumbstep, Revenger, Badu 101, Lift Truck, Heso, Anthrax, SPL, Abuka, Omak, Vector, Big Noviak, Drunkel, Roll, Black Ops, Weteran, and Vanko, myself, Agent Akira, Stilvior, Machiavelli, Popo, Biggie, Mary, Relic, Big Frank, Staz, Nike, Bogumdani, GNX, Venom, Kiltall, Scuba, Now, Hero, Moliere, Fast Fox, Nur, Rengo, Osdimos, and Hort. That is the 16 groups of the initial stage of the tournament. Now, what I'm going to be showing you guys is this column here. So we got meets groups. So we're going to be, the way we're going to do this is we're going to roll 2 groups from the wheel together, and then those 2 groups are going to be matched against each other in the Super 4s. I heard Bozic come here now. Hello, Hero. Let's see. Okay, Arabi. This is mainly an international audience, so I can't just speak Arabic only for Arabic viewers. I want to be fair to everyone else. Let's see. Yeah, so you see this list of names here. We got 16 groups again from A to P. And we're just going to list 2 groups together, and they're going to be matched against each other in the Super 4. So let's just get right into it. So what group is going to be matched against what? We got Group I. So that's my group, actually. Alright. Who's going to be matching against my group in Super 4s? I'm curious. It's going to be Group O. Okay. So let's see who that is. Oh, that's my group and Moliere's group. So I'll show you guys that real quick as well. Oh, it was not on the wheel. My bad, guys. So yeah, you see it's Group I is going to be matched against Group O. Group O is going to be matched against Group I. In the very end, I'll show you a nice visual tournament bracket that has this properly visualized. I have this on a different screen, so don't worry, guys. I will show it to you just to kind of make it easier on your eyes at the very end, so stay tuned for that. Okay. This is going to be Group L. I accidentally clicked off too quick. So Group L is going to be facing against Group G. Okay, and who is that? Group L against G. That is group with Vector against group with Staz. Alright, that's an interesting one. Just update the Excel sheet real quick. Show it to you guys as well. Yeah, don't worry. This isn't the final visual I'm talking about. You'll see it in the very end, and I think you guys will like it. Let's see. Yeah, I fixed it now. Sorry, guys, about that. So, who are the next 2 groups that are going to be paired? Got Group K. That's Marius's group. And who will be playing against Marius' group in the Super 4s? It's Group M, which is GNX group. Alright. Think should be an interesting one. I think Marius will probably be happy with that. just input this into my spreadsheet. There we go. Yeah, I'm just showing you the data points so far, but or the data columns, but the actual bracket I'll show in the end. So what next two groups? We got Group D. Okay. And who's gonna be fighting Group D here? It's gonna be Group P. So that is Group Rango against Group Thumbstep. That's an interesting one, actually. Nice, nice to see some good Super 4 groups being drawn out as well. Alright, next two groups. It's gonna be Group J. This is Group Machiavelli. And who will be fighting Group Machiavelli in the Super 4s? Group B, that's gonna be Group Dominator. Ooh. It's gonna be a nice one to watch as well. I think Domi will be content. Okay. Got 3 more pairs to roll. Group N. I believe this is Group Now, or Group Scuba. People might mistake that for one or the other. Let's see, who do we have? That's gonna be Group E. So, oh wow, this is Lift Truck's group and Scuba's group. I just realized. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So some fireworks in the initial stage and some fireworks from the Super 4s as well. Stay tuned for that. Let's see. Let me just show the groups again in the spreadsheet. So yeah, Group N is gonna be fighting Group E here. Alright, last 2 pairs to roll. We got Group F. Okay. Just type that up real quick into my spreadsheet. Okay, Group F. And who is going to be fighting Group F? It's going to be Group H. Alright. Which also means Group A and Group C are going to be fighting with each other. So I'm actually interested to see who is that real quick. Wait. Yeah, I just finalized the pretty bracket for you guys. So Group A and Group C. Oh, that's Tensor, GG, and Xgal. Oh, they're going to be facing each other again in a tournament. They already did that in the relaxed tourney, so could be fighting each other again. Group F and H is Group SPL and Group Roll. It's gonna be fun to watch, actually. SPL versus Roll. I think that actually might be quite even, you know, just because both of them are not as active nowadays, I'd say. So yeah, let me show you guys the final column sheet before I show you the final bracket sheet. So let me just, yeah, there you go. This is the Excel sheet with all the information properly input into it. And let me show you guys the final thing. Alright, voila. There we go. So, hopefully this is clear. I'm not sure how clear it is. Let me just make sure you guys can see this. Yeah, there we go. So this is what the Super Fours are going to look like. So it's basically the top two of Group I and Group O face off, and then the top two of this group proceeds forward. Top two of Group L and G proceed. It's going to be K and M proceed. Top two proceed. D and P, top two proceeds. J and B, top two proceeds. N and E, top two. F and H, and A and C. So yeah, that's the draw. It's very interesting to actually see that. Yeah, who do you guys think is gonna come out in these groups? Who do you think is the most interesting group to watch out of these? I'm just gonna send these very quickly to the GameReplays staff team, just so they have the file and are immediately able to upload this. Just send it to them. There we go. And yeah, I mean, that's the draw. It's a nice draw, I think. Worst format, who came up with it? I think that's in joking fashion. So I'm not sure who came up with it, Firearm, but I honestly am kind of excited about the way the deciders are played out, actually, in particular. So I don't know if you guys read, but I can actually show this real quick. If I switch my screen here. The way that the deciders are played is very interesting, actually. So you have best of threes and best of five deciders in the knockout stages, instead of a final mirror matchup that decides it. I think this is something they're experimenting with, just because people sometimes complain about how player X is better with this mirror matchup, but player Y does really well with this other mirror matchup. So like, oh, this guy's good at GLA mirrors, or this guy's good at USA mirrors. So they're doing it in a best of three or best of five fashion, and I think they're just gonna put a bunch of mirrors in that best of three or best of five. So that should be a breath of fresh air, to say the least, in terms of adding some variety in terms of tournament formats. This is obviously for the knockout stage, the Super 8s and the group stage. These are gonna be, or sorry, not Super 8s, the Super 4s and the group stage. These are going to be fixed round robins. So you play a fixed number of games, I believe, in both of those. So yeah, that is the tournament draw. I think I will sign off for now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the tournament draw. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you to the staff team for letting me do this. And I shall be heading off for now, so take care.